Hello, everyone, and welcome to a review of A Monster Calls, featuring the star that is myself, Greyshot 151, and the normal host, 117.
Yep, pretty much that's about it. Yeah, I'm still affected by it. Wow. So this is going to be a review of 2017. It released limited last year, but it was wide this year, so we're counting it as this year.
Yeah, 2017. So it's our first movie.
Yes.
We should also note that when we saw this, before we say anything...
Oh, okay, so this movie is the most, like, confusing movie because in the trailers, it went from really, like, thrillers to kids movies back to, like, really weird movies.
You're glancing over one other thing.
Oh, the fact that you kept asking me, is this a kids movie?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, this movie in particular, I think the marketing team was like, what the fuck do we do? Because it's dark, it's aimed at, it has a kid as a monster, there's so many different elements.
The story is something that could easily have been done in a children's film, but the way they handle it in the scope and the depth is something that it's
quite expert.
Yeah, it's like an adult. So, do I expect you to take your small child to go see this movie?
No.
Do not.
You will.
Any person under probably 10.
If little.
No.
Yeah, this is a.
And it's not because of gore or violence.
It has a dark.
It's just the theme, and I don't think a small child could handle this.
This is definitely better for the. There's the opening line, which is, the story starts out like with most stories, with a kid that is too young to be an adult,
too young to be a boy,
yeah.
and too old. And I'm sorry, too young to be an adult, too young to be a boy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that's the exact demographic I'd recommend for this movie. Yeah. Like, again, it is 13 to 15.
Yeah, pre-teens or early teens.
Someone that's old enough to understand, but not old enough to, but young enough that way they can get this theme for the first time and it to affect them. I would say.
My god!
I've seen this theme before, but this movie did it very well.
Yes.
But the other last thing I should say is the other reason why we didn't make the marketing. We were the only ones in the theater.
Oh,
that
has
never happened to me ever. I was making
Dragon Wars. We saw Dragon Wars.
Wasn't there like one person in the back?
Fuck, I think there might have been.
So this is
but it's not a bad movie.
No,
it's not a bad movie.
It's a great movie.
That's the thing. Dragon Wars. I'm like, all right, the action's cool, but everything else sucks.
The only good part was like the 20 minutes of the action. Yeah, that final action sequence. It's like the best movie ever made. And then,
I know. It's like militaries versus dragons. Great. But anyway, so speaking of special effects, oh my god,
really?
Again. This is not a film you think will have incredible special effects. But the monster, voiced by Liam Neeson, is incredible and likable and has his own personality.
Liam Neeson is one of the best monsters I've seen in theater. It's very reminiscent of the Iron. It's not going to be like infamous like the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as terrifying as like.
But he is He can't be terrifying.
He is terrifying, but he goes from ranges from comedic to terrifying, to heartful, to inspiring, to
what's the kid's name? Oh, something O'Malley.
Connor O'Malley.
Connor
O'Malley. You will listen to me. Like he's very to the point, but oh god, his character's so good.
I love also it's just like
every time he's on screen, he steals the show.
Yeah.
Especially his first appearance.
And also, it's like you think he's like, oh, he's gonna be here once or twice. No!
He's there so many times.
He's just there. It's like any other character. I'm like, oh my god.
By the way, I should note this. The special effects they used for this monster, there's very few moments that you're like, this doesn't look amazing.
Doesn't look as good.
Yeah, but there are a lot of scenes where you're like, holy... Like, there's a scene where he's inside of a building. I won't say what, but how they do it, it's funny, and he's like, really? Like, he's like hunched over, inside like cramped up, and he's... Again, still imposing as all hell, but...
Like, for example, this kid's face is half the size of the monster's face. And he's just called the monster.
Like, he can be held. He's probably, what, good 30 feet? He's Titan size, I would say. Like Titan. Like,
he's bigger than a Transformer. About as big as Optimus.
I would love to... Like, I was going to say this. The effects for this, he looks more compelling than a fucking Transformer. Yeah. Like, those first 3 Transformers movies, this guy still blows them out of the water. And the budget's like $30 million.
Yeah, it's not a big budget. But another thing that I do want to stress is, again, the actors.
Liam Neeson is great. Sigourney Weaver is a grandmother, great. Who's the person in Star Wars?
Damn it, name's escaping me.
The British actor that is in the new Star Wars movie. She is the lead.
Damn it, I know. I just saw her name too. Fuck. Well, good thing we have a good old computer right in front of us.
God damn it.
But in capacity, also the child actor, which is the centerpiece of this movie, is fantastic, incredible.
Felicity Jones.
Thank you, Felicity Jones. Oh my god.
Oh, and Louis McDougall, yes, I just got the name.
Yeah.
McDougall, whatever, as the kid.
Okay, the budget's $43 million. That's incredibly small for this.
I hope the box office will be fine.
Yeah, again, it doesn't hit international markets. But the big thing is for this movie is the fact that every single actor brings it. There's not a bad actor in this. Even the bully, the teachers, stuff like that. They have such small roles, but they nail it.
And the detail, not only to the characters, but to the background, is absolutely stunning. To the point where, at the very last second, there are like you caught something involved. I won't spoil it because it is a major spoil for the movie. But I will say, it was something that when you
pay attention to every detail in the background because it does add up in the end.
Like I will say this. I will make note of this. Like you will also see the ending especially.
Yeah.
Is just like one of the last 10 minutes is so heartfelt, but so like, oh my god, like because. It's just so good. I won't spoil it. It's a movie that I will not spoil. That's how good it is. I will spoil most movies.
In the first 5 minutes, he kept asking me questions. After the first 5 minutes, he stopped.
I started making witty comments then because like there's one.
We're the only people in the theater.
Connor O'Malley, I will tell you 3 stories. Like what? Like a kid is just so. It's like I was just like so he was obviously shocked by this situation.
Some of these stories are done in an animation style that could like very well be its own animated movie.
Oh yeah, it could have been. But that's the thing. You keep going. How they keep switching it. It's very on the nose. It very much.
This movie's based on a children's book of that art style. But again, the art style that that both the mother, the child uses for they both like drawing.
They're both monster fans.
Yeah. That was great. I'm watching King Kong.
King Kong, and then there was all the other movies too. It was such a nice callback. And I think
Godzilla. Yes! You saw the Godzilla poster in the back of his room, right?
I didn't.
Okay, there was a Godzilla poster in the back of his room. I think him like with like one of his signatures where he's holding a monster, and there's a smaller one. I think it was Mothra or King Ghidorah.
Holding a smaller monster.
Like there's Godzilla and like doing a roar, and on the other side of him is like a monster of some kind. I think it was Mothra or King Ghidorah.
You mean like those old? You mean like the VHS? Like the old stuff? Yeah, that's probably Mothra. I would say. God, this style. That was such a good.
Anyway, the big thing about this movie is it's tons of heart. It is a movie that is incredible. One of already like top tier of the year.
Yeah, I would like 2017 started out on a high note, which I am very happy to be.
And we're in the month of January,
which there's also plenty of other movies that are going to be coming out which we're
like
excited
Resident Evil, Underworld.
This movie this year I'm so excited because this year monster wise we got this. We got King Kong Skull Island. Yeah. We got Godzilla, an anime movie thing. Yeah. I still don't know. But yeah, I
can't wait for the 3D special effects in that one.
It could be good. It could be good. Hey, listen, it's going to be Godzilla probably fighting something. I'm happy.
Here's my thing for a lot of this stuff is with the animation. And this one uses it actually particularly well. They use a blend of 2D, 3D. It works, but for Japanese studios, I don't know what it is. They really suck at 3D animation.
It's just I don't think their budget's high enough.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing that I will say is the 2D stuff looks great. Like in Full Metal Alchemist, the thing that pulled me out was like the big green the Sin character, and they would do 3D animation. They did 3D animation for that, and that would pull me out.
They did 2D in some instances.
Yeah, they do 2D. I'm like, use 2D. It looks incredible. And then they do 3D, but they use 2D at the most important things, like a certain character burning its eyes shut or something. But in capacity, again, I'm off track. Animation's great. Cinematography is great. Story's great. Characters are great. Go see this movie. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, and also it's a movie that'll leave you heartfelt and joyful.
If you don't like tear up or cry at the end,
you are a heartless son of a gun.
Oh my god!
And you should move to Canada. How dare you?
Don't get me wrong. It's not like I teared up toward the end of the movie.
It was
like God, and I just love when we to close this out. We're walking out of the theater, and I'm just walking, and all I hear my brother say, "God damn!" like 5 times in a row. And I'm
Pretty
just
much.
like, yeah.
Because again, we were the only ones walking out of the theater, and I'm just like, how the hell is no one watching this movie? Like, Jesus, it's good.
Yeah. This, again, it would be incredible disappointment if people didn't go see this movie. But like I said,
It is Oscar
do
season.
not send a small child.
This is not a they put children movie trailers in front of this. This is not for that type of movie.
There are questions in this that adults can't answer very well or can't cope with
there
well.
are themes in this that adults even don't like
not don't like, they just can't handle.
Exactly. Like,
and this is telling, like, we're going to give a preteen to go through this.
If you made the president-elect of the United States watch this movie, he would probably be like, I don't understand. Like, it's that, like, upper brow kind of, like, questioning and, like, life and all that kind of jazz. And
it's, it doesn't hold back, so,
Yeah, it's, damn, it's a sucker punch. And it would be to most people.
Yeah.
But that's what makes this movie have its charm. That's why A Monster Calls is, like, I would say, a great start to the year.
And as quickly as it came,
it departs.
Yes. But no, with a lasting effect. In any capacity, this has been Greyshot 117 and Greyshot 151. And we'll see you next time for, what's our next movie going to be?
What's good? What's coming out?
Nothing. Split comes out January.
Oh,
that's M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Listen, Shyamalan Ding Dong.
I'm gonna be honest. It looks like a werewolf movie. I'm like,
it's a werewolf movie?
That's what I think. Again, the 23 personalities, and at night the one comes out.
Oh, at night? I didn't know that.
No, it's like at midnight the other personality comes out, and there's like a hairy guy. I'm like, is this gonna be a werewolf? I think it's gonna be a werewolf.
So it's a guy with 23 split personalities, and one of them is a werewolf?
But here's the thing, it has good reviews. That's why I want to see it. God damn, the guy who ruined Avatar and all these other movies. I'm like, I want to see
I also want to be the guy that, like, okay, there's a guy who does great movie twists. The fantastic thriller. Let's put him in charge of a fantasy story. It's like, what the fuck, Nickelodeon?
Well, if he ever touches Avatar 2, there will literally be hundreds of thousands of, like, votes for a petition online for Nickelodeon to either shut down or stop, because if they do that, they're fucked.
They ruined the franchise.
And then,
anyways, no.
I think actually next one, if we do one, would probably be the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah,
or John Wick.
John Wick 2. Ooh, yes! John Wick was so good.
He saw that. I recommended to him. He's like, all right. And he saw it. He's like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, it's
good. A good movie. Listen, I'm doing many recommendations right now upon your request, and I am not.
He's also watching Guy Zombie, and he likes that. But
I'm catching up. I'm catching up. You said get to the rest of the season. I'm like, okay, and yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
See you next time, guys.